N2D'EE'P, your black card to a vision, a conference, a movement.
Kori Raishon here, coming at you with an N2D'EE'P question. Are blacks in media chasing someone else's dream, or are we creating our own reality? That was the question that came to mind. I was on YouTube and listening to a report, the Branch, I think it's called the Branch Report, that comes out, and I'm doing a little reading, a little studying, of course, when it comes to industry and what's actually going on. But, you know, we all know what's going on. We all know the diversity in Hollywood is not there. But, you know, it's funny because we look at Hollywood, you could say Bollywood, you could say Nollywood, all these different woods that are out there. Are people going to ask to see diversity in Bollywood? Oh, we need to see more black people there. We need more black, you know, I doubt if that actually happens. I mean, in Nollywood, it is the Nigerian film industry, and there's blacks there. They're creating their own. And I think African-American blacks really need to look at creating and building their own. America is about opportunities and taking advantage of those opportunities. When Caucasian individuals recognized the technology that was happening in their era, they took advantage of it, and they created television, they created movies for themselves. Blacks did the same thing. We had black theater, we had, you know, black movie houses. I don't know what movies they were showing, but in their own buildings, right? And so, you know, we're in a new era. We've been in this era for quite some time now in terms of digital technology. I started uploading video back in 1998 and putting videos up online. But I was able to write code, so I was able to do it myself. I created it. And so here we are in 2016. And really taking advantage and using the new technology to create our work. We create it, but we also have to be in the position of distributing it or collecting it for distribution, and that's what DPV it is. A collection of work created by people of color. And then that has to be supported, of course, by the businesses. It would be nice to have them supported by businesses of color who need exposure, who need to expand their marketing. And then, of course, you know, then there's the community. Now we're providing the community with a place. It's not an easy job. Trust me, I've been doing it for 20 years. It's not an easy job. You know, creating a network. And I think, you know, it's so funny because I always look at Oprah and, you know, she went the cable route. And, you know, I think she realized it wasn't easy and the difficulties. She poured in some money and just how it works. But the thing about African Americans is that this is a new era for us. And we're still a little bit behind the 8 ball in getting ourselves together collectively to create the work. And then educating our community about the strength behind supporting our artists. Art is a means of opportunities actually to create jobs in our community. You're talking about, which is why other cultures, you know, take advantage of media. I mean, there's other things behind all that, of course, but, you know, they do it. And they make sure that their sons and their daughters have positions. If you're a lawyer, you can get a job in entertainment. If you're a graphic designer, if you're a voiceover artist, if you're an artist, whether it's an actor or actress, if you're in the food industry, you can find positions and jobs in the industry. So, you know, running to them, you know, or running to the competition in a sense to create positions for us. I think it kind of brings down our ability to create our own work and build our community through jobs. We have so many children that are going to school for various things, and they are still coming out of these colleges to work for someone else. When even if we brought entertainment industry into our community, then my friend's daughter who's in music could actually find a job or have a job with me, whether it's from the marketing side or scoring someone's film or scoring or creating an intro piece for a talk show. There's so many ways we could actually benefit to create a legacy, and that's what Double E Productions is about. It is about support, empower, and exposing, right? But from the positive side, let's get rid of a lot of these stereotypes that we see us in. Every time I watch something, I've been in this business so long that I'm always looking for, is this a stereotypical view of who we are as African Americans, or are they showing the diversity of our character, the content of our character, Martin Luther King, and we want to make sure that our character and the various characters of who we are displayed in media, because this is our history. People will look back and start pulling reels off the shelves and looking at us, and they will come up with the Jungle Bunny, or the intelligent. And I rather them, once I'm gone, for people to look back and see the footage from this era and see that, oh wow, African Americans were really talented, intelligent, intellectual beings, and really put something into building this community, or building the world, or took some really mature steps, right, in participating in the growth and the expansion of media. Not that we were hand-picked, we'll take this black person and put them over here, or we'll do this. No, that we actually created. I know I read something about Jada and Kerry Washington and Viola Davis creating a production. Well, I'm here for your distribution. Let's work together, and not worry about what others think about us, because it really is all about us. It's that FUBU thing. It's for us, by us. But in terms of exposure, it's creating the work for the world to see our diversity in thinking. We all can be a Shonda Rhimes. All it takes is putting the work together, getting it supported through our businesses, and exposing it to the world as a collective. Are you in too deep?
N2D'EE'P, your black card to a vision, a conference, a movement.